Adegoke, otherwise known as Kehinde. I'm a writer, host, speaker, liberation, and intentional lifestyle coach. And you are welcome to Monday Motivation. And on this platform, we motivate, inspire you, liberating you from just living into intentional living. And if this is your first time being on this platform, please do not hesitate to like, share, subscribe, and follow us. And most especially, we will like to hear from you. So, what are we talking about today? Today, we're talking about Occupy. It is another wonderful month of April. You must be wondering, January is gone, February, March, April. Where am I? Or where are you placed? So when we speak about occupy, what does that mean? Occupy means to fill in a certain position. Occupy means to take on board your purpose, your calling, the reason for your existence, stepping into that shoes and then using it for something. So which means that as an individual, every one of us has been given a gift that is different from someone else. Even when your gift seems to be similar with someone, there is still that difference that makes it unique to you, to your person, and to your living. So if you have been called, or you are holding a position or occupying a place in a music industry, then you understand that you are different from someone who sings gospel music or for someone who sings contemporary music. How then do you occupy that particular place? Remember, if you have been called into music, then you have been given the fruit, you've been empowered to do that thing differently. And that is why the way A does his will be different from the way B does theirs, if they fully understand why they are going into that place in the first place. For instance, there's a certain position in your office or in your organization that needs to be filled, and you bring yourself forward. They will not want you to come to that position and just have that title or have that name to yourself or add that to your CV. No, it's there for a reason. You're filling that position for a particular reason. So how do you occupy the place? Do you just occupy the place and just sit down there, or do you make use of that position to make a difference, to make a change, to transform, to expand, or to bring forth increase? So that position that you are presently occupying, that post that you are currently occupying, how are you using it? Are you using it for the advancement of yourself? Are you using it to enslave people, or are you using it to serve other people? And that brings me to what you can do as you occupy a position, as you fill in the position. You are there for one reason: to serve others. So when you successfully fill in a position, then you begin to look, how can I serve my organization? How can I serve my team? How can I serve my fellow employees? How can I serve my employers? And how can I serve the end users? So those things should be the first thing that you think about when you occupy a particular place. You're not occupying that place so that you can then begin to terrorize people or try to use that just for your own good. And then number 2 is build. How do you build? Before you got there, there might be some inconsistency. There might be some things that appear to be true, but they aren't. Those are the things you begin to build it. You begin to change things. You begin to bring 1 and 2 together to form something new, to form something that could be of value to other people. And while you're doing that, you are also growing. You are increasing in your knowledge. You are increasing in your capacity. You are learning from other people. You are engaging with your team. You're bringing in knowledge. And then you are learning from them as well. And then you begin to build. And as you begin to build, then you have plenty, which is the next one. Increase. Increase in that position that you've been called to do. They expect an increase. How is your increase? With your purpose, how can you increase the effect? How can you increase how it affects other people? How can many people get in touch with that services that you render? Occupying that space is not just to affect just a few people. At the start, yes, but when you begin to grow, then there has to be an increase. There has to be a certain level of growth. There has to be increase that comes with your growth. Increase for the people, increase for you, increase for your team. And then the next one is greatness. How can you be great? You have to become a person of honor. You have to become a person of dignity. You have to engage, not disengage. You need to make sure that nothing escapes you. You have the capacity to bring something out of nothing. You respect people that you work with, that you work for, or that works for you. That is how to become great in those places. And before you know it, you are already building a legacy. That is how you can occupy a particular place. When you occupy a particular place, there has to be a result. People need to know that you have been through that position. There has to be some reconstructing. There has to be freshness. There has to be the fresh breath of newness. They need to know that a change happened. Your presence should change, should shake, and then to build. And that is how to occupy. You occupy not just in words. You occupy not just in the ideas that you have, but you bring those ideas to reality where it can be accessible for other people. That is how to occupy. You occupy with boldness, with authority, with knowledge, with wisdom. You occupy with respect, with the willingness to learn, to receive in, and to release to people. That is how you occupy. You occupy by transforming, by building, by growing, by increase you bring to the team. Your purpose is for a reason. You have been set apart. You have been empowered for that purpose. You have been empowered for that position that you are upholding. You have been empowered for that business that you've just started. You have been empowered for that book that you're writing. You have been empowered for that song that you are writing. You have been empowered as that entrepreneur to bring change in that particular place that you have been called into. Don't just occupy the space. Don't just exist on that position, but live in that position. Let life be in that position. Let change be recorded against you in that position. And that is how to occupy. So till I see you again next week, don't just occupy that space, but be the reason for the change in that place. See you. Bye now.